Amish, you were talking about how much of a done deal this really is, this announcement of a trade deal with the UK, the president acknowledging the details still have to be written up. And I would assume that Congress would have to sort of seal the deal, no?
That is the case, but Republicans in Congress have made it very clear that they are trying to really march to the music of President Trump and that they're going to follow his lead here. I want to just touch on the Fed chair and what the president was just saying there, because we know that the president has said that he's very frustrated with Fed Chair Jerome Powell, but he has also said to Kristen Welker in that exclusive wide-ranging interview that he does not plan to fire Jerome Powell. And Jerome Powell has also said that he does not believe the president can fire him, and the courts have sort of backed that up, the idea that this is really an independent chair. So yes, the president is complaining about him, but from our understanding, as of now, Fed Chair Jerome Powell is going to continue to have his term until next year in 2026, and then he will likely, of course, be replaced. That being said, going back to the trade deal that we're talking about right now, the president has been touting this as a big win. It's interesting because this is the first, of course, big trade deal that he is announcing since Liberation Day when he rolled out those unilateral tariffs. I want to put up for people a bit of what the president said online. He said, together with our strong ally, the United Kingdom, we have reached the first historic trade deal since Liberation Day. As part of this deal, America will raise $6 billion in external revenue from 10% tariffs, $5 billion in new export opportunities for our great ranchers, farmers, and producers, and enhance the national security of both the U.S. and U.K. through the creation of an aluminum steel trading zone and a secure pharmaceutical supply chain. This deal, she said, shows that if you respect America and bring serious proposals to the table, America is open for business. And he also posted this graphic showing $5 billion going up, $6 billion going up, also putting out what those trade tariffs are. I also want to just note that the UK is also touting this. The UK Prime Minister put out a press release calling this a, quote, landmark deal. On the phone there in the Oval Office, the UK Prime Minister was saying that this is going to create jobs, that there's going to be all sorts of benefits for the UK. Brian walked us through sort of some of the different trade deals and details on the UK side. But I think what's interesting here is that we're now waiting to see what other deals come, especially when it comes to China, with that meeting happening in Switzerland between the U.S. and Chinese officials.
And so, Jean, let me get your reaction here. You've been listening in this whole time, this announcement. Does it live up to the hype we just heard from the president, from Lutnick, even Starmer and the UK ambassador?
Well, you know, the answer to that is obviously not at all. I might have thought it was a trade deal on fertilizer because there was a bit of that in the press conference. But let's step back and just for a moment think about how much this stresses the incoherence of the Trump trade policy. What was the great global emergency? He said it was that we have trade deficits in goods with other countries. So his first deal is with the UK, where we have a $12 to $14 billion trade surplus with them. So his first deal is with a country we have a trade surplus with. Also, it's a day after the UK just announced a deal with India, making very clear that you did not have to threaten the entire global economy to get this very marginal trade agreement. And really, let's focus on that. You have an economy that was a consensus soft landing, consensus strong, steady growth and lower inflation. Now you have an economy where there is consensus fears of recession and stagflation, all due completely to Trump's trade proposals. And so what do we get? We get something where he's telling us, and I know this is comforting to hundreds of millions of American families, that you can be assured that Bentleys and Rolls Royces will come in at a lower tariff rate if you can buy one of the first 100,000. And he says, well, he gets that they have to be made in the UK, so he doesn't want to raise prices on those luxury cars, but the clothes, the back-to-school clothes, the coffee, the avocados, the things that American consumers are relying on that you depend on other countries to provide, he is more than happy to keep a tariff on them. So truly, the incoherence of him really destroying the path of the U.S. economy over a goods trade deficit, doing a first agreement with a country we have a surplus with, and then making his headline deal about we're going to lower tariff on Bentleys and Rolls Royces. I mean, I think the only reason markets are up a little is not because this is a significant deal, but they think that if Trump will take this, maybe this is how he does his off-ramp. He just takes a lot of shallow PR deals. And so if people are happy about this, it's because they're hoping it shows that Trump will have a low bar for de-escalation, not that a significance. And remember today, last thing I'll say, is you at the same time seen the EU just offer the potential of 100 billion euros in trade sanctions on us. So it's not to me a very reassuring day.
Right, the EU threatening additional tariffs that would be retaliatory against the U.S. if they can't come to some kind of a deal. Sarah, let me get your reaction. You've been inside these rooms. Your thoughts, or what was going through your mind as you heard all these officials around the president just lathering on the praise for him as the ultimate deal maker, including officials from the U.K.?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like this is a marginal deal and that it's not that big of a deal when we look at, I'm curious to see the details of how much there will be in change compared to what we previously had with the UK, compared to what this deal will shape up to look like, since it sounds like they're still ironing out the details. But it didn't surprise me to hear the cabinet officials and some of the UK officials kind of praising Trump and boosting his ego a bit and stroking his ego, because that's what they know they need to do. For the cabinet officials, it's what they do to keep their jobs and keep him happy. And then the UK officials also know that in order to negotiate the best deal for their country, that they need to stroke his ego. And so that's kind of, I think, what we saw take place there. I will point out, too, that this is the first deal that we've seen the Trump administration negotiate, but it's ironic because in Trump's recent Time magazine interview, he said that he had already negotiated 200 deals with 200 countries. And obviously, we have yet to see the details of any of those trade deals.
Right.
And then most importantly, we're waiting on what a deal with China will look like. And Trump says that he's talking with the Chinese, but I think that Americans are really upset with his handling of the economy right now. And as we get further into summer and empty shelves and skyrocketing prices continue, then Americans are only going to continue to be upset with him and his handling of the economy. And you're going to see him continue to shift the blame to folks like Jerome Powell, because he doesn't want to take on that responsibility, even though it's his incoherence and his policies that he's putting forward that are responsible for it.
He did answer some questions about China specifically. He said he wants to see China opened up. We know the Treasury Secretary is going to be headed there, along with the U.S. Trade Representative Jameson Greer, who was also in that room and part of this announcement today. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us and being there to catch what came of this big announcement in the Oval Office, which is still ongoing. We'll continue to monitor that Q&A. Appreciate you all. Thank you.